You're listening to Flux Yeah, podcast with Stellar Rogue and Major Thrillz. Are you ready?
Absolutely, it was so serendipitous that we were able to run into you at the expo today.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about yourself and
Yeah.
the business you represent.
Yeah. So my name's Ted. So I am developing a platform for content creators to more easily find each other, to create their films, create their content. It's an idea that came from personal experience of dabbing in collabs myself a little bit, and realizing when you're kind of starting fresh and you don't yet have a substantial X following count, which is one of the main platforms content creators use to advertise their content to potential subscribers. It's not really a platform designed to search for content creator or other content creators, and it's very difficult.
Yeah,
So
it's hard to vet people.
yes,
So,
yes, yeah, and it's just it came from that experience, and I've actually worked in the adult industry my whole adult life, but in the background, started as a video editor, did content management, things like that, and this was an idea that I really am passionate about, and think it could be really useful for the content creator community.
Are you the creator?
Yes, it's me, just me. It's
Awesome.
yeah. I come from a family of entrepreneurs, but I'm generally a very risk adverse person. I put in $20 in a slot machine and I freak out. So it took a lot of me clearing some mental hurdles. I was so passionate about it that I was like, okay, I'm going to take the risk and I'm going to do it. So yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So how long were you in the industry before you decided to switch avenues and start making this platform?
Yeah. So I started, this was when dial-up was still, we still only had dial-up. Yeah.
So.
It was literally, photo galleries. That was it. And you would be on a dial-up connection and you would load in a picture line by line. So I've been a part of the industry for a very long time.
Okay, great.
I actually do still work for the company. It's, just a really traditional old school company in terms of studio content, flying in models, subscription-based websites. And, I've just, I know where the industry is going. Where it's been, to be honest. And this part of the industry just continues to grow. And I think there's really no stopping it. So, I wanted to take advantage of what I feel like is a gap for this community. So
No, you're totally correct.
yeah.
Now you're a website. Are you going to be an app as well?
Yeah, so it was really important for me to launch on all platforms. So it will be iOS, Android, as well as a web version. Wow. So that was one of the, I felt like I knew I have I one shot at this, and I didn't want to do it half-assed. I know a lot of people usually launch on iOS first, and then bring maybe Android later, but you're really missing out on that initial user base, which is so critical. And I know it's going to be the biggest challenge in making this a success, is building that user base. Right. So when people get on, there's people to engage with, and I know it's going to be tough, and I'm so committed to it that I'm going to I have no expectations other than I'm going to give it time. I'm going to do my best. So.
Well, from what I've recognized is a lot of performers use their iOS device for shooting content.
Oh, yes.
So
yes.
having that inside of that platform is just one and done. So.
Yes. Yeah. It was really important for me to, I know there are other platforms that are designed for mobile that you use on the browser. And just from my personal experience, there's an app that I used to use called Sniffies that is a web, you access it on the web on your mobile device. But they were so intent on getting an app, right? Even though the interface was kind of the same, there's something about apps that people prefer. And I think there's a bit more of a sense of security when you're downloading an app from an app store.
Right.
And so I I was intent on going that route, but also offering a web-based platform as well. It all syncs. You sign up, you get access to both web and mobile. So.
And how much is your tiered programs that you're going to be doing?
Yeah, so there's going to be two. You got I'm calling it the amateur plan, which is $5 a month. That gives you your local access, and it also gets you the scheduling feature. So when you're talking with someone, you've decided you guys are comfortable with each other to get together and film some content. If you choose, you can go ahead and schedule the collab within the platform. And then the pro plan is you get your trip option, so you can schedule your trips. I know that is a big part of this community.
Love it.
You fly to other places to film with stars you normally would not, and you get more exposure. It's the whole point of collaborating is like it helps everyone out.
That's fantastic.
And then one of the things that so you'll have access when you're in a city, you'll have access to a visiting soon grid, and you can opt out of appearing there if you want, but if you want to appear in there, you can choose to show up 3, 5, or 7 days before you arrive, and people can start engaging with you and talking and planning before you even show up.
So are you going to corrugate a map of where the people are on the platform? Because I see there's field and it's just a bunch of bubbles.
Yes.
And you never really know where everybody's at. You just know that they are in the lifestyle.
Yeah.
And you're hoping that you can talk to them again.
Yes.
Or in a lot of conversations just get filled up because you don't want to lose that opportunity.
Yes.
And you still want to be able to see if there's anything going on with them.
Yes.
But I'm curious because there's an app called Cassidy. It's only in the Bay Area, and we're in Reno, so there's nobody really in our area, our map area, but everybody's in California.
Right.
So,
It's like hotspots.
Sure,
Yeah.
But we would want to go to California, but we would need to know who's in that area.
Right.
And then we're gonna go, hey, we're gonna be coming in this area. We, in this surrounding, we're interested in collaborating.
Yeah.
Who's interested?
Yeah.
So if there's a map that's available, that would be awesome.
So I did not go with a map interface.
Okay.
Going back to the example of Sniffies, when I use Sniffies, I felt the map interface was a little overwhelming because you just had overlapping people everywhere. I mean, hopefully I would be fortunate enough to get to the user base to where that would be a problem. Sure. Obviously it wouldn't be initially. Yeah. So, it is location based, but a sort of a traditional grid style layout.
Okay.
The other thing with map based is one of the things I'm really focused on is making a platform that feels safe for women. Smart. And I've had more than one. I've had probably 2 or 3 women ask specifically about the location. I was like, it's not map based. They will not see you on a map. So that was really important. And like the location, it's to the nearest mile. You're not going to, some apps are you're 10 feet away, or, didn't want to have any of that kind of thing. So,
totally.
So yeah, it is, it is grid based, but you have search features based off of location, things like that. So you'll be able to see people in other cities and things like that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right. And you're launching when?
Mid-February is the current target. We're so close. We were supposed to launch by this convention. And, when you're developing 3 platforms at once, it's a lot of work. And we had some syncing issues between web and mobile. And it was very stressful making sure I had a demo, a really good beta build for the convention. And Tuesday night, the night before, I was like, there's a bug here. And it's I woke up the next morning and the team had taken care of all of it. It was working flawlessly.
Wow.
So it's thank God.
So you had a concept for this idea. And
yes.
Did you have any type of background of tech side of any of this, or you just reached out and said, hey, this is what I want to do?
Yeah, no, as much of a tech nerd that I am, I have no development experience or anything like that. I knew I needed to hire a really strong dev team to bring this idea to life. And I interviewed so many companies and so many teams, and it was a process where I felt like I wasn't going to find anybody that I felt comfortable with, and I finally did. It was an exhausting process.
Gotcha.
So,
and
yeah.
How long have you been developing this again?
So about 6 months.
Oh, you've only been doing this for 6 months?
Yeah.
That's so awesome.
Yeah. So I thought of the idea it's almost been a little over a year that I thought of the idea.
Yeah.
Of course, I had the mental hurdles with taking the risk, and then just life. Like I had to have spinal surgery, and it was just like, recovering from that, not just physically, but like, mentally. Cause I was just like, I almost gave up on it. But, man, when I recovered, I was like more motivated than ever.
No,
so
but like in a 6-month time frame, I would think like development for like a year and a half. But
oh,
like
I
6 months,
know.
that's so awesome.
Yeah. And like I said, it was supposed to come out launch at the convention.
Sure.
And when I saw that schedule and saw that timeline, I was like, this is really ambitious. Right. And when ultimately I knew it wasn't going to hit like the convention, it wasn't a big deal, honestly. Like this convention is really getting my brand out there, getting the idea out there, getting the awareness. And I did not think it was as big of a deal as I probably would have thought a few months ago. Gotcha. So, yeah.
No, it just for 6 months. It just, because I've never developed an app.
Yeah.
And so to hear that time frame is feasible, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
And to push it out just a little bit to February, not that big.
Yeah.
Of a deal.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Exactly. Yeah.
For sure. So like, what other conventions are you going to be broadcasting this app at, or where are you going to be letting people know that this app is ready to go?
Yes. So this is an interesting problem for me personally. I actually don't have the ability to travel on my own a lot. I'm actually a single parent. Okay. And like my parents are watching my son right now. He's 5. Okay. And knowing now we're 3 days in. We got one more day left of this convention.
Yeah. Half a day.
Yeah. Oh, is it only half tomorrow?
Yeah, they close it early so that the awards ceremony can happen.
Oh, thank God. I'm so tired.
I know. Talking.
Yeah, yesterday I talked nonstop for 7 hours. It was amazing because the day flew by like that. It was incredible. Yeah. But okay, I have a great marketing team. Okay. It was something that I thought I could do on my own. Mm-hmm. I quickly realized that there was no way I was going to be able to do it and do it effectively enough, knowing that I have one shot at this and how important the marketing is.
Understandable.
Yeah. And so I know going into this that it's going to be hard for me to have a physical presence at a lot of these shows and conventions. Trust me, I got invited to this big Berlin one. I was like, oh my God, I wish I could go.
And are you just in the U.S. or are you going to be going?
Yeah, there's no, restrictions in terms of like, I know a lot of people launch slowly, but my team is doing rigorous like stress tests and stuff like that. And I know initially it's going to be a challenge getting that user base on, but the hope is I don't want any restrictions. All platforms open to everybody. So, and then in terms of like getting the brand awareness, knowing that I can't hit a lot of these conventions, I've networked with so many amazing people already, and one of these things like these podcasts, a lot of them I can do virtually and kind of spreading the word that way. And then I still will be able to make certain events. I probably wouldn't be able to having a full booth is very expensive, especially for a little startup.
I understand.
Very expensive.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
For sure.
So my plan going forward would be to like make little weekend trips and walk the show floor and talk to people and kind of do it that way from here on out until I get the platform going and I'll have opportunities to do more, but it's just not as often as someone else could probably do it. So
with your base, with categories that you're going to be adding to the men, women, trans, gay, straight, bi.
This is a platform for everybody. That's
That's so good.
And I think a lot for example, like the grid is tailored to your preferences. So if you are, a male, you looking to collaborate with a male, then your grid is gay men, right? So it was really important. Like the thing is, I want to make this as efficient and easy as possible. I know a lot of people's strategies when trying to launch a platform is giving the appearance of a lot of profiles to look like the app, the platform has users, but it defeats the purpose if you are having to waste time on people that you would never normally film content with. Sure. And I'm really intent to not kind of use those kind of strategies. I truly believe in the idea. I truly believe in the way that I developed it, knowing that women especially are like the most enthusiastic crowd have been women. Like a platform that is, not, it's designed. I think it's pretty unique in its design aesthetics. And I wanted to make something that was a little more interesting and unique and something that is fun to engage with. Like, your profiles are called collab cards. You can have different themes and colors if you want to kind of customize your,
that's cool.
Yeah, if you want to kind of customize your profiles, and if you just want the basic rectangle, you can do that. You don't have to engage with that if you don't want.
Is it just pictures? Any video?
So right now, in terms of the actual profile card, it's pictures.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, and then you can send little video clips and stuff
Through your chats.
Oh, okay. And then one suggestion that I got from somebody, what's been so amazing is having people wanting this to be a success and offering ideas to help it get there. And one really great idea, and I'll have to talk to the dev team. I don't think it would make launch, but is a little 30-second intro video, just introducing yourself, seeing that, and so your main profile photo. Let's say you do that recording. I'm just kind of visualizing how it would work.
No, me too.
You would have a little play button in the corner, and you hit that. You can see that person in a video. Sure. Plus the other thing that's really, really important with this kind of a platform is, ensuring safety, especially with women, engaging with people that are going to be reliable and safe to work with. Right. And, I believe so much in kind of providing that solution for people. So
1 second.
Yes.
Thank you, Rogue, for finally showing up.
Hi. Sorry, I was.
She's here.
Ellie invited me over to the Naked Bakers takeover at the Fansly booth at the AVNs, and so I wanted to mingle with some people, and hopefully soon they'll see me on Naked Bakers. Who knows?
Yes, fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
Fantastic. So he was telling us about the app, the overall development of how it's been going through, why he's launched the app. And the overall the response that he's gotten and the interest that goes with it.
Oh my God, yes. And then after a day of talking to people constantly, I can't shut up my mind.
Yeah.
I begged my psychiatrist for some Xanax. She said no. So I was like, I'm not getting a lot of sleep. So.
Yeah. I feel
but
you.
it's I returned to the hotel room and I'm just processing just the response. I didn't know what to expect. This is my first adult convention, which is ironic considering I've been a part of this industry since I was 20.
Really?
But
okay.
really in the background as a video editor. I think I probably mentioned that before, but this is my first foray into being a part of this actual community.
Yeah.
And so I didn't know what to expect, and it's been overwhelming.
What were you doing before you? Because in the industry,
yeah.
20 years.
So I'm still working for the company. It was. So like I mentioned before, it was, we started when AOL was the internet.
Okay.
Yeah. And then, just as technology progressed, we started doing our own content. Mm-hmm. And then I came on as a video editor and then content manager. And my kind of role has just kind of, shifted over the many, many years. Yeah. And, we're just still a very traditional adult company with, we fly in models to studio and membership-based websites. Yeah. And I have seen, where this industry has gone, and this market in particular is just, it continues to grow. Yeah. And this was an idea that I felt so passionate about. I went to my mom. I come from a family of entrepreneurs. I went to my mom and I told her about this idea. And I was, I'm very risk adverse, as I've mentioned, with finances, and it's it just makes me so nervous. And I was like, Mom, should I go? Should I bring this idea, to my boss? Because I don't think I can do it on my own. Yeah. And she was like, no, you do this. Yeah. You do this yourself. So my mom was really instrumental in helping me, get over those mental hurdles of, I believe in the idea so much that I am going to take the risk. Yeah. So, yeah.
Well, it's amazing because I feel like it definitely fills a hole that's needed in this industry. Yes. It's so hard to find people to collab with. And then when you do find people to collab with, you are thrown into like what are your do's and your don'ts, and it'd be so much easier to just have like a Tinder style, oh, this person's into this person doesn't, and you can weed through people and find the right person to collab with.
So when I first thought of this idea, the first thing I did is, okay, there's got to be something out there already. Like this is such in my mind, it was a no-brainer.
Yeah.
And I could not find anything. And then in my mind, I was like, is this a red flag? Like, is there a reason why this hasn't been done yet?
Yeah.
And then over just the course of like developing this and just talking to people, come to find out that there have been attempts at this.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. And what stopped them from progressing?
I can't find a whole lot of information. Like someone said that at the AVN Expo last year, there was 2. And I can't find any information. I need to go look at like maybe the directory of who was at the convention. From what I've seen of other attempts at this is that it's very, I feel like narrow focused. My philosophy has been like this collab community. It includes everybody. It includes gay men. It includes women. It's everybody. And I wanted to make a platform that has a design aesthetic that was professional. It was like a LinkedIn meets Tinder.
Yeah.
And I wanted to treat the sex community, like sex workers are workers.
Yeah.
I mean, I've made my living my whole adult life from people like this, and I wanted to honor that. I wanted to make sure to design something that didn't feel dirty or grungy or like, just focused on the sex.
Yeah.
Right. Like these are professionals, and I wanted to develop a platform that went along with that, that philosophy.
I love that.
Yeah, thank you.
So we are definitely going to jump on board once it's live 100%.
Thank you.
We're going to promote it through the teeth. But
and just real quick, like when you sign up, the biggest challenge with launching a new platform is, it's getting that initial user base, making it so people can interact with, engage with people. It is a challenge, and sort of my idea and like how to maybe like make that process go a little faster is you can get referral code when you join, and you can earn money by referring people, and, $5 per monthly user that you send over, or $10 if they subscribe to annual. And I'm hoping that you can make your referral code your own. If you're a brand, or if your stage name or something, make it your own, share it. And I just hope by the word of mouth from that, and just the general concept in general will
blow it
really bring the community together.
do the referral code Flux Yeah. It hasn't even existed yet, but it's going to happen.
Yes. So it's I've been trying to think of every possible angle, and I know it will take time, but I really, especially after if this convention taught me anything, is that people want this.
Yeah.
They want it, and I just think it hasn't been done quite in the way that it needs to be done. So, and I'm hoping my approach is the right one.
My question is like, let's say I feel like I'm a creator. I'm a random guy who I want to start doing content creation, hypothetically speaking. Is there any type of vetting? So like when there's OnlyFans, to make sure that there's no sex trafficking or any of that stuff. We usually have to show an ID when you do it. So is that going to be a requirement to do this?
Okay, so it is, the ID verification is not a requirement to get on the platform.
Okay.
It's available on the premium plan. And what's really interesting is I had one guy on the first day with a lot of pushback on that, on why is this not available to everybody? And so one of the things that creators, almost everybody it has an X account, right? And when your collab card is going to have a social link section. And when you can't put your X link unless you verify your login, that profile is yours.
Yeah.
And you go to that profile and you see, that's kind of like the resume. You see the content they filmed. You see how long they've been a part of, making their own content.
Yeah.
The ID verification is just an extra layer of that. And, this guy was like, who's going to want to film with someone that doesn't have their ID verified? I'm like, well, I offer it.
Yeah.
It's offered.
Yeah.
Yeah. If a woman is talking to a guy and she's not entirely comfortable. There are so many ways that, you can verify even outside the platform, like Snapchat or whatever. But, you're like, you know what? And, I need you to verify your ID.
Yeah.
It's just, the option is there.
Great.
But I feel like, the social link
Will definitely
is
help.
really, really important. And can I just mention real quick one set of feedback that I got that I really do hope to. There's a lot of logistical thinking that needs to go into this, and it's amazing. This woman gave me this idea about, because you can schedule the collabs in the platform. I mean, you don't have to, but the option is there.
Right, yeah.
And if you schedule a collab in the platform, she was like, it would be so amazing if we would just get a quick 3-question yes or no survey. Were they reliable? Did they show up on, stuff like that? Or, just, it's basically would be like a reputation kind of system.
Yeah.
And when I initially think, I've thought about that in general, not in regards to a collab platform, but like a Grindr type platform,
Right.
because holy hell, there's so many flakes. It's just so frustrating. And I
Yeah.
was like, I just know the gay community, like Grindr community, would not go for something like that. But this community, I would not care if certain people would not sign up because they're not someone who is going to commit, or they're going to cancel last second, or they're not serious.
Yeah.
And if I lose those people, then that's good for the community,
Yeah.
right? I
No,
actually
it
don't
is.
mind if I lose some people, because you're going to find out. And like I said, this is not something that's launching with the
Well,
platform.
yeah, it'll
This is
be
based off of feedback.
It'll be saturated people that are actually going to show up.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
nothing's more annoying than going out of your way, and being a woman, all the prep that, shaving everything and showering and doing your makeup and doing your hair, and then
Yes.
to have an hour later be like, oh, I'm not going to be there. You're just like,
As a gay man, I know all about prepping and then getting canceled on.
Yeah.
So it's like, it is annoying.
Yeah.
So, I think it was such a wonderful idea. I've had so many wonderful ideas from people who want to see this platform succeed. So they
Yeah.
give me these great ideas. And, when I head back home, my first order of business is be organizing these ideas, going to my dev team saying, okay, what's the feasibility cost wise for these certain upgrades, prioritize them.
yeah.
And when I can start building a user base and a revenue, then it's like I can't even tell you the amount of possibilities with a platform like this.
Yeah.
There's so many opportunities for synergy with other companies that work with this community but don't offer this particular service.
Yeah.
I've had podcasters be like, who interview content creators. So it'd be amazing if you had like a media.
Oh, yeah,
a
a
media
media section.
card.
Yeah.
That I could contact content creators and have on my platform. And I was like, well, that benefits them. That benefits you. This is the whole point of collaboration.
Yeah.
And then agencies.
Yeah, you could rate agencies.
Yeah, well, and
'Cause that'd be nice.
agents, this was something I would need to think through in terms of but they really was could you have an agency, profile and,
Yeah.
contact and give opportunities for content creators. So
She's a dancer, and there's this
Yeah.
thing called the dancer resource. And
Yeah.
it's where the dancers converse amongst each other to find out what club or
Yeah.
other dancers or basically come together as a community to be able to help one another.
Yes,
and,
yeah.
and that's the same thing. It's if you have the same thing for collaborators, we need that.
Yeah.
And we're getting it from so many different sources to where is this person really reputable?
Yeah.
It's annoying.
Right,
so, and I
right.
appreciate what you're doing.
And shout out to Dancers Resource. We love you. You're amazing. From a fellow stripper. I use you all the time. Mwah.
nice.
So.
My brother married a stripper, so.
There you go.
Yeah, and I've got 2 nephews and a niece now. So. Yeah, sorry.
Oh, no, please.
No, absolutely. No,
We
but
love strippers.
No.
Yes.
So you said February.
Yeah.
Is there anything else besides that is moving forward that you are going to be announcing after launch?
After launch. So, my intent is to be very engaging with the user base. I have I made sure to develop a, their platforms will announce updates. I want it to be personal. When you get a message about updates to the platform and stuff, it's going to come from me.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, I want
great.
to engage with the users, and this is me. I'm not a I'm
Oh,
not
you're gonna
this
be like
big
Tom from
company.
MySpace, but
Yeah, yes.
you're gonna be everyone's first collaborator.
Yeah.
Be everybody's first friend.
Yeah, exactly. You're
So
right.
funny.
Yeah.
That's so
So
funny.
it's like and it really is going to just it's kind of gonna be like go with the flow type of thing. See
Yeah.
what the reaction is. There's so many people I'm gonna be contacting when I get home. Oh my God, I met this amazing woman. She found out I was from Denver. She's like, oh my God, I'm in Denver. I'm a part of this gigantic like sex positive content creator community. She's like, I have so many people to introduce you to, and they're gonna love this. And it was these kind of opportunities that I was like, this is what's gonna make this platform take off. Like, it's just it's the work, it's the getting the word out, and I'm so confident in it. So it really is like, gauging how it's gonna after launch, how it's performing, how can I implement some of these upgrades and stuff like that, and build on this base, because there is so much that can be done with this.
Yeah.
And there's so much that I think that in terms of adding value to this community and opportunity, content is is what everyone needs to
To grow.
to grow. Exactly. And it's like I really feel like this will help out a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so happy for you.
Thank you. I'm this is a passion project for me. Like I've never believed in something so much in my life, except for I don't want to go on a tangent, but having I had my son on my own, and other than that, this is the most passionate I've ever been about something.
I love that.
Yeah, and when I had this idea and I started talking to my friends about it, I mean, I would trap them in the club for like an hour, like just talking. And my friends today are helping me at the booth. They're like, "Okay, keep your answers short." I'm like, "I don't know if I can do that."
I don't know if I can
Just
do
be
that.
organic. Just
Yeah.
be organic.
So, it's just because I am really passionate about it,
Yeah.
and I just, the design of the app, like, it's me. Everything about how that app is designed, the collab cards, the backgrounds, the blue and green, like I wanted a bright logo. Like I said, I didn't want anything dark, dirty, grungy.
You want it to be clean, fresh.
Yeah, professional.
Fun.
I mean, it's all me, and like, I mean, honestly, I am proud of myself, especially seeing the reaction of just kind of feeling like I'm on the right tracks.
Yeah.
In terms of how to make something like this appealing to this community.
Yeah.
So, I'm fingers crossed. I hope that it'll be a success.
Oh, I think it will be.
Yes,
and
thank you.
we definitely believe in you too.
Thank
so
you
that's why
so
we wanted you
much.
on this
Thank you so
podcast.
much. You
And
guys
we're gonna
broke my podcast cherry. This is my very first podcast.
Yeah, I love it.
So I know like avenues like this is going to be super important for me. Like
Yeah.
I was telling Justin that it's just, I don't have the ability to travel as much as a lot of people do, just being a single parent. I'm very thankful for my family to be as supportive as they are. My parents are watching my son right now. I will have opportunities, but I probably wouldn't be able to do like a full get a booth, full 4-day thing. But little weekend trips here and there,
Yeah.
networking, meeting people, and every now and then do something bigger.
Yeah.
But these are the kind of opportunities that I can easily do, and
Yeah.
I love talking about it. So
Yay.
yeah. So thank you so much. It really does mean everything.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah,
We'll
like I
definitely
said,
get the word out.
yeah, I didn't know what to expect, and I've just been blown away
Yeah.
through this convention. This community is amazing.
Yeah.
I totally agree with you.
Everyone's so
super
nice.
receptive,
Yeah.
Like everybody, like we love you. And I'm like,
Oh.
this is awesome.
Oh, just especially women, like they're giving me hugs. They're saying they're so proud of me. Like, and
I
ju-
barely know you, and I'm proud of you.
Yeah, thank you, thank you. It was, I was getting a little emotional, and my bestie Teddy was like, "Don't cry, don't cry." I was like, oh, okay.
I think,
But it's just so nice, so like heartwarming. This community is freaking amazing.
Next
like,
year we're at the AVNs, which I know you'll probably
Yes,
be back to next
yes,
year.
I mean,
we're gonna basically have this is what happened, and this is where we're at now.
Yeah, where are they now?
Yes, where are they now?
Yeah.
Yeah, fingers crossed. I have a great marketing team.
Yeah.
I'm confident.
Yeah.
I'm confident about it.
Oh,
So,
I
yeah.
love that for you.
Yes, thank
Yay.
you.
Well, thank you
Thank
again
you.
for
Yes.
being on our podcast.
Thank you so
I
much for
sincerely
having
appreciate
me.
it. Absolutely.
And then one more time, where can
Yep.
everybody find you?
Yes, so collabgps.com. the social handle is Collab GPS.
Okay.
Currently, if you're listening to this before launch, mid-February, you can sign up for a wait list, and we'll shoot you an email when the platform does launch.
And I'll put all the logos on the screen.
Yes, thank you so much.
Absolutely.
So,
All right.
all right.
All right,
Okay.
thank you.
Flux,
Thank you.
yeah. Woo!
Yeah. Oh, Flux, yeah. Yeah.